In the dim hours before dawn, as the first pale fingers of light seeped through the gentle fog over Hobbiton, a curious note arrived for young Frodo Took, cousin to the famed Bilbo. It was not the ordinary correspondence of Shire affairs, but bore the seal of Rivendell, an elven sigil intertwined with runes faint and mysterious. The message whispered of the forgotten flame and a dire need for haste, for shadows grew long and hearts heavier. Frodo, ever curious and discontented with the peace of home, felt an unbidden tug in his chest, a call that stirred the Tookish adventurous spirit within. Even as the sun's rays chased the mist across the rugged terrains of Eriador, a ranger named Eldon sat brooding under the wide stars, his thoughts a tangle of roads untaken and memories best forgotten. A sudden breeze carried to him the echo of a tale long dismissed, of an ember that could rekindle unity and hope. Likewise, the dwarf Balin, son of Fundin, delved deep into hidden tomes under stone lofts, his heart aching for lost glories and redemption. Nearby, in glades where the silvered leaves whispered songs of fading eras, the elf Lorandir sensed the pull of ancient ties, setting his path alongside theirs. Thus began their unwoven journey, marked not by maps, but by hearts bound for a destiny. Do you like this story? Hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to Storytime. Frodo Took gazed upon the sunlit fields of the Shire, his heart burdened with an unspoken weight. Though his Tookish blood surged with whispers of adventure, a deep-seated fear clung like shadow. How could he abandon the verdant peace of home and his beloved kin? Yet, even as doubt spoke loudly, a strange longing stirred. Amidst this inner tumult, a figure emerged from the tree line, a messenger atop a swift mare, bearing tidings grave and urgent. Eldon, contemplative amidst the timber's whisper, received similar news. The ember's prophecy now tangible, hesitation wavered under its urgency. Balin, lost amidst dusty records, felt within the runes a call to rise from the ashes of lost kin. And Lorandir, his elven heart laden with sorrow, heard the forest's lament commanding his step forward. The stars themselves seemed to align, drawing them inexorably toward a fate unbidden. Each knew not what lay beyond their thresholds, only that turning aside was no longer a choice. In reluctant unity they gathered with resolve, the shadows deepening in their wake, but a glimmer of hope nestled within, fragile yet fierce, a light to guide the uncertain road ahead. In the ancient heart of Rivendell, where time whispered softly between the leaves, and the air sang with the vestiges of forgotten ages, the fellowship gathered. Frodo Took stood amidst towering elms, his gaze steadfastly meeting those of his newfound companions. Yet beneath his determined brow, uncertainty flickered. Eldon, veiled in the shadows of a brooding hood, surveyed the company with eyes as deep as the night. Memories lingered in his heart like a bitter ale, a reminder of loves lost and battles unwon. Beside him, Balin, son of Fundin, stout and solemn, bore the weight of his kindred's honor. In his hands lay maps etched with promise and peril alike. And Lorandir, whose countenance held the grace and melancholy of twilight's end, betrayed a flickering flicker of something akin to hope, a light rare amid the fading glories of his kin. As their eyes met, unspoken tales wove a tapestry of common purpose. Yet beneath this precarious alliance, seeds of doubt lingered. Could a hobbit's courage withstand such trials? Might a ranger's spirit heal from wounds unseen? Would a dwarf find redemption in deeds yet done? And could an elf's sorrow transmute into resolve? These questions lay heavy as the mantle of destiny enveloped them, urging feet onto a path unexplored. Together, they took the first steps into the growing shadow, each bearing the ember's flicker within, a beacon unto way. As the sun dipped beneath the horizon, casting Rivendell in a mantle of golden twilight, the fellowship stepped past the last threshold of elven stone, leaving behind the comfort of a realm ageless. Their journey now, a venture into shadows woven by time's long hand, beckoned uncertain paths ahead. Frodo Took, heart still quaking with the longing for home, trod beside his companions, feeling the weight of unseen eyes upon them. In the foreground loomed the unknown reaches of Eregion, lands once vibrant, now entangled in sorrow's quiet thrall. Eldon led, his presence a bulwark of strength against the encroaching gloom, yet within him lurked the ghosts of forsaken roads. A whisper of wind sung among the stones, words braided with foreboding, and Balin paused, tracing ancient lines unseen across the land's worn face. His dwarven resolve hardened, fueled by an ember all too familiar. Lorandir, with ears attuned to the lament of age-old trees, bore witness to time's inexorable march as the fellowship wove further into the tapestry of fate. Hope kindled in hearts appeared fragile under stars newly born, yet together they moved forward, souls intertwined by destiny and the promise of light yet unfulfilled. Through the veil of Erigion's whispered sorrow, the fellowship ventured onward. As dusk draped its velvety shadows across their path, the ground beneath them grew treacherous, littered with traps of bygone days. Frodo stumbled upon the first, a hidden pit, cleverly disguised by the thinnest veil of foliage. His cry of alarm hastened Eldon's swift rescue. The ranger, vigilant and sharp as the wind, pulled him to safety with a steady hand. Trust settled like an unspoken vow between them, even as Eldon's heart bore the weight of shadows long past. Further along, amid crumbling ruins of ancient crafts, they encountered a spectral riddle. The stones themselves whispered in tongues old as the stars, a puzzle meant to deter the faint-hearted. Balin, his mind a forge tempered by dwarven cunning, deciphered their meaning with a growing light in his eyes, a melody of triumph sparking hope. Their final trial arose as figures shrouded in malice loomed from the mist, eyes glinting with dark purpose. Lorandir's song rose in defiance, a harmony of hope piercing the gloom. Unified by courage ignited anew, the fellowship's resolve burned bright, illuminating foes that now faltered under the weight of a rekindled flame. As the companions pressed into the heart of Eregion, where twilight lay heavy upon the land, a brooding silence fell over them. No road marked their path, only the whispered tales of ancient wrongs. Here, in the inmost cave of their journey, the secrets of the forgotten flame awaited revelation. Against the gloom, a flicker of hope sprang forth, for they now stood at the foot of the veil of unseen veins, a hidden tapestry of flowing runes etched upon stone. Eldon stepped ahead, knowing well the riddles of the old paths, his heart a guardian of worlds split by despair. With a touch, he unlocked the shimmering glyphs, revealing a passage steeped in shadow. Within the maw of this cavernous hall, the companions encountered their fear wrought into form, a vision of betrayals past and dreams undone, woven by magics dark and deep. Frodo's heart quailed, yet did not falter. His Tookish spirit drew strength from the bonds unspoken between them. Together they lit their way with the fragile ember they carried, hoping it might banish the spectral doubts clouding their quest. In this heart of darkness, where all that was faint found voice, their resolve shone brightest, undaunted by the trials anew. Through the heart of shadow, Frodo took and his companions pressed toward their fate, the forgotten flame a flicker in their hands. Here, under veils of ancient magics, their greatest trials awaited. From the air itself, a chill rose, weaving doubts into the heart with each breath. Before them, an apparition of despair took shape, a specter of stark betrayal, wrapped in the guise of a long-lost ally. Eldon stepped forth, eyes deep as night, his hands steady on the hilt of his sword. Memories laid bare, his strength found new purpose. No more shall the past bind us, he vowed, a light kindling within. Balin, weary yet resolute, steadied his heart against regrets unfathomable, for in his hands lay the maps of redemption. The echo of his ancestors whispered courage to him now. Lorandir, voice rising, sang a melody only the stars remembered. Each note danced upon the air, unraveling the shrouds of deceit. Bound by shared purpose, they advanced, Frodo at the fore, heart aflame with Tookish audacity. With the last remnants of his courage, he held forth the ember of the forgotten flame, its light scattering the shadows like mist at dawn. Thus began their final stand, a testament of hope. Under the vast canopy of Middle-earth's starlit sky, the Fellowship emerged from the shadows of trial, bearing the ember's now unfaltering light. Eldon, heart unburdened by past defeats, stood resolute beside Frodo, whose Tookish courage had ignited a spark anew, their resolve binding them stronger than blood. Balin, tempered by the fire of ancestral valor, felt redemption's gentle warmth calling him forth, while Lorandir's sorrow gave way to a hopeful song, weaving harmony into the night. As dawn whispered promises across the land, their steps traced a path toward home, where tales of unity began to weave anew among the free peoples. The Shire's fields awaited Frodo, no longer a realm he had left, but one he would now return to, guided by the light of experience. The world had shifted, even as echoes of misdeeds past faded like shadows under rising sun. Yet, beneath the comfort of familiarity lay whispers of new adventures, tales not fully told, embers not fully extinguished. In the hearts of those who dared to seek, fate danced still, echoing in the laughter of a young hobbit whose journey